Hey, I'm Matthew Moscoviak from CNET, and we're going to take a look at the Sony STR-DN1030. This is a 7.2 AV receiver, and it's selling for $500. From the front, this looks like a pretty standard AV receiver. It's not quite as sleek looking as Denon and Marantz's models, and the front panel has a few more buttons and knobs that are really needed. The remote is also kind of a mess, with too many buttons, and many of those buttons have multiple functions activated by a shift key. It's all confusing and really unnecessary, especially compared to Denon's much simpler remote that gets the job done just as well. Flip around to the back and you'll see what makes the STR-DN1030 really stand out. You almost never see an antenna on the back of a receiver, but the Sony has one because it has built-in Wi-Fi and built-in Bluetooth. That's not something you're going to find on any other receiver in this price range, although Onkyo at least offers an inexpensive dongle to add Wi-Fi functionality. There's also an Ethernet port on the back, and all these networking features allow the Sony to support a variety of features, including built-in AirPlay, DLNA, Pandora, Slacker, and Sony Music Unlimited. AirPlay works great, but the rest of the services are a little hamstrung by Sony's really basic user interface that's cramped in the center of the screen and only offers a few lines of text. Luckily, you usually won't see the user interface on a receiver that frequently, especially if you're going to use your phone or tablet to listen to music through AirPlay or Bluetooth, but it's still disappointing that it looks so out of date. The rest of the back panel is adequate, but not quite as good as some competing receivers. There are 5 HDMI inputs, 3 digital audio inputs, plus quite a few analog ports for your older gear. That should be enough to cover most home theaters, although you can get a lot more flexibility from Onkyo's TXNR616, which offers 8 HDMI inputs for just $410. We had seen its resident golden ear Steve Guttenberg take a listen to the Sony, and he found sound quality to be surprisingly good, especially since Sony has been lagging in previous years. It sounded great with dynamic action scenes from movies and also really natural with music from both Blu-rays and CDs. We had it compared directly to last year's sound quality champ, the Denon AVR1912, and the two receivers were pretty much neck and neck. So altogether, the Sony is really an excellent value at $500, especially since it's the only model with built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Onkyo's TXNR616 is a slightly better value overall, but the Sony is a very close second, and it's also a sleeker option since so much of its functionality is built into the receiver. I'm Matthew Moscoviak, and this is the Sony STR-DN1030.